Welcome to Paws and Claws, Pet Channel, where whiskers wiggle, tails wag, and pet lovers learn something every day. Whether it's meows, barks, or belly flops, we've got your daily dose of adorable and educational. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a tail wagging moment. And check out our link tree in the description for our favorite pet products. Tested, loved, and paw approved, because every paw has a story. Today we're diving into the ultimate pet care showdown, dog versus cat. We are talking about the furry little creatures that rule our hearts and homes, but let's be real. Dogs and cats are about as similar as well. Cats and dogs. They've got different needs, different attitudes, and definitely different ideas about what constitutes a good time. So, whether you're a seasoned pet parent or just thinking about adding a four-legged friend to your family, this video is for you. We'll be comparing and contrasting the care routines for these beloved creatures, covering everything from grooming and feeding to exercise and enrichment. Remember folks, responsible pet ownership means understanding and meeting your furry friend's unique needs. Let's break it down and make sure both your dog and your cat are living their best lives. Alright, let's talk fur, folks. First up is grooming, and trust me, this is where the differences between dogs and cats really start to show. Dogs, those lovable goofballs, come in a whole smorgasbord of breeds, and their grooming needs can vary as much as their personalities. Some dogs, like those fluffy clouds we call huskies, are basically walking fur factories, shedding like it's their job. You'll be busting out that brush almost every day to keep their coats from turning into a tangled mess. Then you've got your smooth-coated pups, like Labradors, who might make you think you've dodged the shedding bullet. Don't be fooled. Their fur is like stealthy little ninjas weaving their way into your clothes and furniture. Regular brushing is still key to keep those tumbleweeds of fur under control. Now, let's not forget about bath time. Most dogs only need a bath every month or two, unless they've had a particularly adventurous romp through the mud. And then there's the nail trimming, a task most dogs would happily live without. You've got to stay on top of those nails, though, trimming them every few weeks to prevent painful cracking and splitting. Now, let's talk about our feline friends. Cats, those masters of cleanliness, are pretty much self-grooming ninjas. They spend a good chunk of their day licking and grooming themselves, keeping their coats sleek and shiny. But even these meticulous groomers need a little help from their humans. Regular brushing, especially for long-haired beauties like Persians, helps prevent those dreaded hairballs and keeps their fur from matting. Bathing, well, most cats would argue that water is the enemy, and they'd prefer to avoid it at all costs. Unless your cat has gotten into something particularly sticky or smelly, a bath a few times a year is usually more than enough. And then there are those claws. Cats need to scratch, it's in their DNA. Providing them with appropriate scratching posts not only saves your furniture, but also helps them maintain their claws. Regular nail trims are still important, though, to prevent those sharp tips from getting snagged or overgrown. Let's talk food, folks, because a well-fed pet is a happy pet. But when it comes to nutrition, dogs and cats are on completely different playing fields. Dogs, those omnivorous adventurers, are pretty much up for anything. They've got that I'll eat anything that moves or doesn't mentality. But don't let their enthusiasm fool you. They still need a balanced diet that's specifically formulated for their life stage and activity level. High-quality kibble is a great foundation, but you can supplement with wet food, lean meats, and even some fruits and vegetables. Just remember to introduce new foods gradually to avoid any digestive upset. Now let's talk about our feline overlords, the carnivores of the house. Unlike dogs, cats are obligate carnivores, meaning their bodies are designed to thrive on a meat-based diet. We're talking about animal protein, folks, the real deal. Taurine, an essential amino acid found primarily in animal tissues, is crucial for their heart, vision, and reproductive health. A diet lacking in taurine can lead to serious health problems down the line, so when it comes to feeding your cat, it's best to stick with high-quality cat food that lists meat as the primary ingredient. Whether you choose wet or dry food is a matter of personal preference, but make sure it's specifically formulated to meet their nutritional needs. And while it's tempting to share your dinner with those pleading eyes, remember that many human foods can be toxic to cats. So it's best to err on the side of caution. Feeding schedules are another area where dogs and cats differ. Puppies, those bundles of energy, need multiple small meals throughout the day to fuel their growth and development. As they mature, you can transition them to 2 meals a day. Adult dogs, depending on their breed, size, and activity level, typically do well on 1 or 2 meals a day. Cats, on the other hand, are grazers by nature. They prefer to nibble throughout the day rather than scarfing down a large meal all at once. Free feeding or leaving food out all the time can work well for some cats, but it's important to monitor their intake and adjust portions as needed to prevent them from becoming overweight. Chapter 3. Let's be real, folks. When it comes to exercise, dogs and cats are on completely different wavelengths. Dogs, those furry bundles of energy, are like the Energizer bunnies of the pet world. They need regular exercise, both physical and mental, to stay happy, healthy, and out of trouble. We're talking walks, runs, hikes, fetch you name it, they're probably up for it. The amount of exercise a dog needs varies depending on their breed, age, and energy level. A high-energy breed like a Border Collie might need hours of exercise every day, while a more laid-back senior dog might be content with a couple of leisurely strolls around the block. Now, let's not forget about mental stimulation. Dogs are intelligent creatures, and they need more than just physical exercise to keep their minds sharp. Puzzle toys, training sessions, and even a good old-fashioned game of hide-and-seek can help challenge their minds and prevent boredom. Now, let's talk about our feline friends. Cats are masters of energy conservation. They're all about those short bursts of intense activity, followed by long stretches of lounging and napping. Think of them as tiny, furry ninjas, stealthily stalking their prey, or that elusive dust bunny before unleashing a burst of speed and agility. While cats don't need the same level of structured exercise as dogs, they still need opportunities to play, explore, and indulge their natural instincts. Interactive toys like feather wands and laser pointers are great for encouraging those bursts of energy and satisfying their inner hunter. Climbing structures, scratching posts, and even a cardboard box can provide endless hours of entertainment and enrichment. And let's not forget about the importance of vertical space. Cats are natural climbers, and providing them with elevated perches allows them to survey their domain and indulge their inner Spider-Man. Remember, a tired kitty is a happy kitty. Providing them with plenty of opportunities to play and exercise will help prevent boredom, destructive behaviors, and those dreaded midnight zoomies. Chapter 4. All right, folks, let's talk about enrichment. Now, this is where we go beyond the basics of food, water, and shelter, and tap into our pets' natural instincts and behaviors. Enrichment is all about keeping those furry brains engaged and those tails wagging. For dogs, enrichment can take many forms. Interactive toys like puzzle feeders and treat-dispensing balls are a great way to challenge their minds and keep them entertained. Chew toys are not only satisfying for those chompers, but also help to relieve boredom and prevent destructive chewing. Training sessions, whether it's basic obedience or fun tricks, are a fantastic way to bond with your dog and provide mental stimulation. And let's not forget about the power of socialization. Dog parks, play dates with furry friends, and even just exploring new environments can help your dog build confidence, learn social skills, and prevent boredom. Now let's talk cats. These enigmatic creatures might seem aloof, but they need enrichment just as much as dogs do. Scratching posts, as we mentioned before, are essential for their claw health and provide a great outlet for their natural scratching instincts. Climbing structures like cat trees and shelves allow them to indulge their inner acrobat and survey their domain from a safe and elevated perch. Interactive toys such as feather wands, laser pointers, and puzzle toys tap into their hunting instincts and provide those all-important bursts of energy. And let's not forget about the simple pleasures of a cardboard box, a crumpled piece of paper, or even a sunbeam to bask in. These seemingly mundane objects can provide endless hours of entertainment for a curious cat. Remember, folks, enrichment is all about providing our pets with opportunities to engage in natural behaviors, challenge their minds, and live their best lives. Outro. So there you have it, folks, the ultimate pet care showdown, dog versus cat. We've covered the basics of grooming, feeding, exercise, and enrichment for these two beloved species, and as you can see, they each have their own unique needs and quirks. Dogs, with their boundless energy and love of all things play, will keep you on your toes. Cats, with their independent nature and love of napping in sunbeams, will bring a sense of zen to your home. Ultimately, the best pet for you depends on your lifestyle, living situation, and personal preferences. Remember, responsible pet ownership is a lifelong commitment. So do your research, choose wisely, and get ready for a lifetime of love, laughter, and furry adventures. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more pet care tips. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.